Standard kind of, some people call them Frederick panels. I paint on almost anything. These are just very inexpensive and they're lightweight. I can carry a lot of them. I mean, you could carry 50 of these under your arm like a little, stack of books. They're inexpensive. I like to paint on inexpensive materials because I don't like to feel like the things that I'm using are precious and valuable, because that always kind of stymies my creativity. When I start thinking, oh, these boards are really expensive, I can't be too crazy with them. Whereas when I know that's 50 cents, it's like if I don't do a good painting, it's just chuck it in the weeds and forget about it. I mean, I don't litter or anything, but I like inexpensive materials because it frees me up. I'm one of those people, if you give me something really valuable, I tend to treat it really carefully, and I don't want my paintings to be real careful. I'd rather them be kind of, savage. So whenever I do small pictures 11 by 14, maybe to 16 by 20, I just work on them on site, and that's it. They are what they are. When I do really larger pieces like 36 by 40s, I will probably kind of take them in the studio, sit down, look at them for a while, drink a cup of coffee, say, is there anything I can do to make it better or more exciting? But I tend to find that when you do studio work, you usually killing the piece. I think it's better to do things from direct observation all the time. The more I do in the studio, I basically begin to kind of destroy the piece as I work on it, even though I think I might be making it better. 99% of the time it doesn't get better. So as I get older and more mature, I'm kind of I'm not doing anything in the studio. If it doesn't happen out there, with all that, it's not going to happen indoors and from your head, But I try it. When I first arrive at a place, I always do lots of small things because, that's kind of a tradition in art, is that you do lots of little idea sketches. Some people call them thumbnails. So I just go at it, and I'll try to do 4 or 5 little paintings every day. And then once I feel that I'm starting to, get a grip on a place and, kind of know the place, then I'll step up and start bringing out bigger canvases. I love, 24-30 is my favorite size. I like the shape of it. It's a rather square rectangle, and it's, pretty good size. You can use big brushes. I like big brushes. I always say paint with a big brush. That's actually clamp onto here, and as long as it doesn't drag on, it's not so big that it drags on the ground when I'm wearing it. This is like a traveling studio. There's nothing in this box that I don't have in my studio at home, and it's kind of heavy. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but everything's in there. And I have my little easel. The palette that I've chosen is really a result of just going out, day after day for years, and being confronted with something and discovering that I didn't have the pigment on my palette to make that color. For years I painted with just a warm yellow. Then I started noticing in skies, in lit objects that have a real reflective quality to them, where they're maybe getting a reflection of the sky in them. It was just a result of experience, going out, trying to do this, and finding that I didn't have the range on the palette that I was using at the time. Led me to go, oh, I need a cool yellow. I saw this yellow today that I just knew that I couldn't make it by cooling yellow with blue or violet or cool red, and going, oh, there's a cool yellow out there. But